EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday. First hole here at Bandon Dunes, just 398 yards to get the day started. It's a bit of from the fairway. It should be a simple look in, but beware the series of pothole bunkers along the way, including one just left of the green. Oh, that needed a kick, but that will end up in the short grass here to start things out. A big spot for a golfer with big dreams. You've been there. What do you think the feelings are like right about now?
Well, Rich, it's pure adrenaline, just trying to get your mind focused on the task at hand. So much at stake with a good performance today, and you just got to execute and stay to your strategy.
Approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Now that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Safely in. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 220 yards. In theory, it's a straight plus play, deceivingly uphill. So a solid strike is a must. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin. And that will be no bargain in there. Speed effect. Good chunk of real estate here, 22 feet away. Nah, that might have been a little more break than he was expecting, as that one winds up undercutting the hole. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. On to our first par there, penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that will yield its share of 3s and 4s. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker.
Little too casual with the second shot out of the fairway bunker on the par.
Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Stop even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay the third.
A 117 left to the hole. Looking to make up for that drop shot with a birdie here. That was the gap wedge. Just a bit late and gonna miss right.
Certainly be much closer than that.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at 2 over par. On now to the number 1. He's right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key, because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. End up diving into the heavy stuff. Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
Bunker and safely on the green. You never know, might even sneak a birdie.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay right where he is. Side, another long one. This 6th hole measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you don't go left, because if you do, you'll be down the cliff and onto the beach here by 5 Mile Point. Putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Golfers do so much work on starting the ball on line, and it's for this kind of putt, the straight, flat one.
Feet by. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. Now due east as we come to the par 4 7th. A big wide fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts if that. This one starting a little bit left. And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway. Boy, he'll look over his second. I like the looks of this one.
Rich, I was told to keep my eyes on this player this week. That is a shot that's as good as any professional in the world.
How does that not go in? And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. The 8th hole here at Bandon to successfully navigate or bomb it over those 2 fairway bunkers. You could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. For birdie.
And this is a putt you should make 7 out of 10 times. Looks to be dead straight, nothing to push it offline.
So what a roll there. That is in for a birdie. On that course, measuring out at 585 yards, you'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just... That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake. Just gave that way too much.
Right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th, and that will make this a front 9 of 37, 1 over par. We begin the back 9 where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker. His second to the par 4. "12 feet still to go." get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the next line right before you. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway.
Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
Well, not super close, but
So that rushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay at level par. Handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism, but par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 200. Boy, that one was coming in hot, and it winds up carrying over the back of the green. Still work to do to get. Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll remain right. Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for the does yield a good number of eagle putts. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
touch too aggressive. Trying to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. He is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
Well judged. That is in for par. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. Okay, let's go back down on the ground and bring in Noda once again.
But that's come to be expected in this type of scenario, in this type of format. But moving forward, I expect and anticipate to see some really good golf.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. Out of bounds. Nope. That at least was a good putt that could have very well gone in, but he misses by less than a foot. Okay. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes, the par 4 16. Some golfers play for the upper fairway, which gives you a bit of an angle to the green. Others, everything, but beware the pot bunkers and the gorse if you choose option C. Aggie lie here is he'll try to muster up something for his second. Just okay. Nope. Good effort, but that's got to wander a few feet by. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay at 1 over. A lot of these holes here at Bandon Dunes have big, wide needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left, and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. A look here for birdie at 17.
And a very straightforward look here, down the hill with no break.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off. Placed bunker. It'll collect plenty of shots just like that one as this indeed rolls into the sand. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in two, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. The putter has not been at its best, but this is a good look for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will be an opening round of 72. Not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly tomorrow.
EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you some. It is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, no lock to play. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. This golf course, no to begay with a look here at the birdie putt.
Well, in all things considered, he's in pretty good shape, coming back up the slope, working slightly to the right.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll stay right where he is. On now to the second here at Bandon's 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. That one safely on the putting surface. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. That finished off for par here with the second. And he'll remain right where he is. We head to the accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in two, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back. So if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Okay, that's a good, safe play. Get it back out into the fairway. Get some distance if you can, and get set to try and make a good third on this par 5.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third, and he'll stay at even par. The rough is thick if you miss your putt. A well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below. Now, that is way right. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. But you got to be careful not to catch the hosel here, as he...
Well, we had a chance to look at the lie and, well, just getting that ball in the green itself.
It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay right where he is. Return, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
We have 124 yards left to the hole. Pin tucked in the front left.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Right where he is. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 sixth. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the I mean, this is a clinic in how to play the game. Just keep everything hole high. Give yourself a look for birdie. Let's go to left. Come on. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. 7 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second. The green, that is one of the more difficult on the course. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. The ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second. That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. He'll remain 3 shots off the pace. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole, the big for their second. Golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second.
If he can make this, I'll just take it and run to the next hole.
That one just going to sneak on by. One finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. He's going to fall out of red figures back down to even par. Well, whereas the 8th was a short out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course, that said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. Really hit that second shot on the...
Too long, sadly.
goes out in 35. The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. Good quarter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left. Pretty good line so far. Drivable par, just knocked it on. What a shot. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here. Sandwich shots of the lead. Perfect striking range for the weekend. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards, a par 4. The putt bunker second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
51 to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back to back.
Rich, I was told to keep my eyes on this player this week. That is a shot that's as good as any professional in the world.
The run here, that a third consecutive birdie, and he'll move. They make their par 3s long here at Bandon Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of if you knock it over the back. Necessary risk. There's nothing wrong with walking away from here with a 3. Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. And it's a par here at 12. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill. Grass. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but
Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
About visualization, you've got to see the line in your head, pick out a spot, maybe a foot, foot and a half in front of you, and aim for that.
not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain one shot back. 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, back to front. Oh, and that just did not want to settle. It'll wind up. just want to maneuver. The pace absolutely 4 under. 4 holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to green is not a bad play here. Well, putts come in all shapes and sizes, right? Made the long one on the previous hole, and now he has a much shorter look. Either way, make another birdie. Nah, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see dunes, pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. Well, that is right and way offline. Lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. That is famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gore down the middle, but that's easy for me to say. Up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. We know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot. Now this for another birdie. Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that was fairly well done. It's in for par, and he'll stay at 5 under. We reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Second now from the sand here at 8. Okay.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Slow down. Okay, that'll run about 4 feet by. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And this will be a 67. First 2 rounds as well.
They will play lights out the weekend. That will be the difference.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich. EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf today, it's live coverage of the third round. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green, ranked the Saturday leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Included among and that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. His second. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay.
Sizable putt from 16 feet.
Are here at 1, and he'll stay right where he is. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 202 bunkers left, and short shouldn't be in play, but the hole does play deceivingly uphill, so a solid strike is a must. Even this, a putt for birdie.
We're looking at a right to left break here, but it demands Spanish hands. It's all about feel, not much break, but it will have speed.
That's going to slide on by. The bogey here at the second. No drop out of the lead. Wind up a shot back. Way on each side, and they're penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. Definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. Every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in two on the par 5. This one definitely going to pick up speed as it from 4 feet for birdie. That's in for birdie here at 3, and he'll move now to 5 under par. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway, but if you do want And now our co-leader with problems here off the tee. That is not very good. See if they can knock it on in 2. Oh, this could be good.
Good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh, good run going here early. This is birdies at 3 and 4. And that's going to move him to 6 under par. On the course, that is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific, keeping where your approach are wayward. That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Pin tucked in the back. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th. And he'll remain at 6 of this front side. Another long one, this 6th hole, measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you, don't go left, because if you do, you'll be... that one. And he's going to move to 7 under par, 2 under on the day. We head away. Fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts. No issues here. Edge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and well, far from the best shot I've seen today.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And that's going to move him to 8 toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one if you can successfully navigate or vomit over the roach. Oh, this is going to be way down there. What an incredible shot. Now from right around 15 feet, this for an eagle. Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back. Not much left here for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he's worked it to 9 under par. On now to the finishing hole here on Band, 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. And a good result as well. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
That ball was waving at the hole as it whizzed past.
Look here.
Too difficult a putt.
Nope. That's in for his par here at the 9th. And he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. Another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward. And some trouble here for him way.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one.
28 feet from the cup.
Gonna wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And with it, the lead is back down to 1. In the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was 8. So now from the left side of the fairway, this is a second shot.
Told to keep my eyes on this player this week. That is a shot that's as good as any professional in the world.
It's a birdie here at 11. Will certainly help the cause. On to the par 3 12th hole. Par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. Boy, that one did not want to slow down at all, and it terrific putt there to save par. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. The rolling hills of Oregon in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot, but a big green that measures better than turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this another fun. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at on a course with so many great vistas. This is visually a tough hole. This par 4 14. Look out and stay left of the danger. You will have a better look into an elongated green. Here off the tee. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in 2 with a good shot here.
Thick stuff off the tee was not an issue. That's really well played.
Chance now for another birdie. Edge, but it didn't get there. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. On to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls, this hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker. The deep Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes. They'll go to the green. Others, they stay down low, which is maybe a little safer. A third option is just to try and carry it over everything.
Yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
Right near the hole. That's well done. Now this for another birdie. There, a birdie here at 16. And he'll move to 11 under par. That is not the case here at the par 4 17. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left, and a canyon. Turning out to be back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle.
Par here at 17. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. On to the home hole. That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down.
Really been impressed with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
That's going to be a third-round score of 65. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a 50 for a few years. What's that?
A lot of years.
Yeah, what's that like?
Well, I remember when I was 22, my first professional one.
Is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. What a week! You take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable... And this is less than ideal to start the morning. That's going to settle down into the heavy stuff. Well, this has been a superb performance so far, giving every indication of what they're capable of down the road as the pressure ratchet up.
Well, I have to be honest, Rich. If I was in this position, it would be hard for me to pull the club back with the Masters jacket. To this point, they've been stellar and solid in handling the situation.
Yes, a ton on the line, though. You're talking about an invitation to the Masters in April and then the U.S. Open.
Have the invitations to those big events, and that's what's at stake today, so better go out and play.
On now to the second here at Bandon of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. It'll hold tight at -13. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 562, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than one. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5.
These are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is. Yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss your putt. A well-placed drive rewards you with our below.
Pitch shot.
A good break got him here, now his second to the par 4.
In golf, you know, you've hit that range.
And he moves to 2 under for his round, 14 under for the tournament. For fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. It is like to push the ball that way. driving's been since. Now from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second.
Good as any professional in the world.
He's here at 4 and 5. He moves to 15 under. Come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be the cliff on the left. And that one not on the green, but
14 feet to the hole.
ah, yes, a perfect read there. That is easy. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 400, that will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. It'll take some effort. Now this for birdie.
And not much up or downhill here, so speed not a consideration.
Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can eat. On the par 4 with a drive in one. Whoa, I know that's a long putt, but that is way short. Birdie. I'd like this one. You might really like it. Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet a... But Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly. Oh, huge.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And I mean, in terms of movement, the real...
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. That will be a 31 on the front side, 5 under par. The backside begins here with, and you get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. The 11th here at Bandon, main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green. Well, you can't walk out it. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
Looking at 104 yards.
Yeah, just a little past the hole.
This one measures out to 15 feet.
Oh, how contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. They make their par threes. East is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that bunker short and left, and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back. Spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now from a tight lie, this his second. Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. So a tough hole. It's in for bogey at 12. But fortunately, this one still with a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill. This one's starting a little bit right. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. That one was running so hot.
Problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par. On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th listed with all told. And none and that one gonna wind up in the bunker.
Ten-foot putt left.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. 106 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course. Putting one in the center of this plateau green is not. Short grass. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this.
Well, it is a game of touch. It is evidence right.
Par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is. 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. It's a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Second to the par 4. Now this for another birdie.
Gold.
It is in for a birdie. And this one was over a while ago. This is just here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but let up here. This tournament seemingly under control as that's in from relatively close range. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Yes, some good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second. dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. Frank, one way to look at this is as a possible ticket to compete in the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Huge present on the back end, that's for sure. But Rich, you and I have both had a lot of fun covering the amateur game, some of these great amateur tournaments around the world. And we see this young talent, and I mean, there's a lot of it, but it only sort of eventuates in one.
For our entire cast.